Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Boostalytics, where today we'll be covering back post in Rocket League, where basically this will be the best thing you do in the game if you don't know about it already. Aerials are great, goals are great, shooting's great, but what gets you those goals, what gets you those opportunities is good rotation, guys. So you got to follow this. If you don't know about back post, most people in Champion know about it. But I know I didn't really even know about it too much until like Champ 1. If I didn't know about it until Champ 1, there are definitely people in the same boat as me. So basically, you got to have a flowing rotation. I've covered this in my other videos, because flowing rotation, if you're not all awkward and cramped up, you can create more opportunities, which gets you those opportunities to score. This is more covering defensive rotation, and this will help you keep the ball out of your half without getting all cramped and affected by the offensive pressure. It'll just keep it out of your half. But if you do maintain this defensive rotation and get out of your half, it gives you those opportunities to fire back and attack. So this is why this is important. So just so you know, this rotation is not like a solid always follow rotation. It's just more of a scaffold, like a guideline for what to do in defense. So my point is it's very situational. In some situations, you'll need to do things differently and you just have to work that out with comms. But here's just the basic guideline. So there are three positions. There's a challenger, a person front post, and a person back post. Now the challenger's job is to challenge the ball in the corner, challenge the person trying to pass to the other team. Front post's job is to do something with the ball if it gets past this challenger and stays in the corner. And back post job is to just cover the back post, because the back post is covering the whole goal. So if it gets over the challenger and the person front post, then it's the back post job to do something with the ball. So just say the ball goes past the challenger, goes past front post, and goes in this spot. The back post person can easily get it. Just say he hits it over the front post and challenger, and it goes on the crossbar. Back post can drive up the wall and easily get it. So they're all very important roles. And then the rotation is, when the challenger is finished challenging the ball, he grabs these pads and rotates to back post. Front post then becomes that challenger, and back post becomes the front post. So it's a cycle of defense, and sometimes stuff happens, right? Sometimes the ball will get launched over to this corner and you'll have to complete a switch. So it's very situational, but that's the basis of it. First, I'm going to show you what not to do. Did you see anything there? Did you see anything there? Let me play it again. Oh, buzz. Yeah, that is not comfortable. I don't think you want that happening in your ranked games. Do you see where he's going? His main goal is to go into goals. So what does he do? He drives right to front post and does this really awkward drift right into this guy, right into the guy rotating back post. And it's just really awkward. Look at his car right now. Do you want to be like that in your ranked game when you're getting a bunch of offensive pressure on you? I don't think so. And now let's see what Monster Archer did. So he grabbed pads, he rotated through back post, and Seth actually cut him. He's driving the opposite way to where the ball is right now. Monster Archer did a really wide, smooth turn, and Seth does this really weird drift right into where Monster Archer's going and cuts him, and that's just really awkward. So yeah, you want to rotate back post. So the good thing about rotating back post is that you basically almost get full boost every time you go there. So Seth landed here, and if he started side flipping, getting supersonic, he could have gone back fast enough to clear that ball. Seth already has 45 boost, which is definitely enough to make a save, to shoot on net, to pass, to go up for an aerial, unless it's really high in the sky, like at the ceiling level. The fact that he turns here and grabs that boost and has to turn again, that's how many seconds? So right here, he could have front flipped and started going back post. But instead he turns, he grabs the boost, and now he's going back post. So that's 3 seconds wasted. He could be right here right now, ready to clear that ball. But instead, because he got that boost, it's just a waste of time. He could get full boost by grabbing pads and rotating to the back post, and he could be at full boost. So because he rotated this way, because he grabbed that boost, he had to get back in time, which caused him to rotate right through the play, and look what happens. An own goal. So just say you land here with 0 boost. This boost is juicy, but then you'd be doing this awkward kind of through the play, not as wide rotation. So this is a way better thing to do. Do you see how many pads I picked up? Rotating back post, and now I'm here. I've got nearly the same amount of boost. It's faster and it's more smooth, and it puts you in a better spot. So yeah, I'm not saying always ignore this boost. Sometimes if you land like right in this corner, you can just grab that and just do the same thing. Just say you land in the goal. Look at this. Again, 84 boost. You didn't have to waste time going for those boosts in the corners. You could just grab these pads, be where you need to be, and have almost the same amount of boost. So, yeah. Now I'm going to show you some examples of really great rotation that have actually worked out. So look at this example. The ball's launched into our half. Now there's a challenger, monster. There's a person going front post, and there should be someone going back post. Now we just came out of offensive rotation, so it'll happen eventually. So that's why Monster needs to do well with this challenge. He blocks it. He can't do anything with that ball now. Azu's already coming in, like, he can't really do anything with this ball, so he should just rotate out. So that's what he does. He grabs that boost. Azu has it as a front post. Seth rotates back post right here, grabbing those pads, rotates through back post, goes to front post, and then expecting Monster to go back post behind him. So it should be just a constant rotation, guys. So look, challenger, person going front post, person going back post, right? Move a bit forward in time. Person going front post, person going back post. It should just be a consistent cycle of challenger to back post. Obviously it's situational. Sometimes the ball like does insane things and you gotta like mess it up a bit, but this should be the general thing. There should be a challenger, front post, back post. So look what happens out of this good rotation. Azu does well with this ball. Monster's rotating back post. He sees Azu gets it past him. There's a possibility that Azu can do something with his ball. And guess what happens? Pass to Monster. Pass back to Azu. Bang to net. And it's a goal. So do you see that? That's proof, guys. Legit, that's proof. Do you see that passing play that just happened out of that solid defensive rotation? And what you saw before was that transition from defensive rotation into offensive rotation. So you see Monster here is rotating back post, but he realized that Seth has possession. He can challenge his ball. Azu can push up mid, and he can rotate around to become that third man. So you're already quickly moving to that offensive pressure to get that counter goal. And you can see what happens. Do you see that? Just like that. You're in defensive rotation. And now you're in offensive rotation. It's the goal. Like, it's just so insane, guys. I can't express this enough. The more solid you are in defensive rotation, the better chance you have of clearing. So as you can see here, we were in offensive rotation. Someone challenging, someone behind, someone pushing up mid, right? Makes this triangle. So, Monster lands. Unfortunately, no one pushes mid, and they have possession now. So what should happen here is Asia should challenge this. Seth should rotate through back post, go to front post, and Monster should rotate around, grab some pads, and rotate to back post. Asia and Seth have to buy Monster time to get to that back post because he just challenged an aerial and hit it mid and landed mid. So Seth does that, he rotates front post, Monster rotates back post, grabbing that boost, and sometimes it's okay to grab that boost, right? So he's rotating back post, decides he has time to grab that big boost, and then goes up for this ball. But guess what? He gets beaten. Instead of grabbing these pads and going back post, he decides he has time to go for this big boost, even though he's already at 60. And remember, 40 is enough to make a challenge, shot, save, whatever. He goes for this big boost. He goes up for this ball. Guess what? He gets beaten. So guys, I know that big boost is juicy. And I know it seems like you have enough time, but one second can make a difference. If he didn't go for this boost here, he would have grabbed these pads, he would have been enough boost to go for that ball, definitely. and beat that guy. If he got there a second earlier, he would have beaten that guy. And going for those pads, putting yourself at almost full boost, which is more than enough to make that challenge. But anyway, he gets beaten. That's just how it is. And sometimes stuff like this happens, right? Seth should go for the challenge, but instead it gets boomed. And now you're all facing this side, and and the ball gets launched. So you got to all swap. It's very hard. So this is the situational thing. Even how that happened, you see when Monster missed that ball, Seth was the challenger, Azu was rotating through back post, going front post, and Monster was rotating through back post. Do you see how they kept up this defensive rotation? And even though this happened where it got launched, they used comms and decided Azu had it. Depending on where Azu goes, if Azu went up here, Monster would become that third man and Seth would push up mid. But if Azu goes over here, Seth would become that third man because he's on this side, and Monster would push up mid. So let's see what happens. After that solid defensive rotation, let's see what happens. Okay, Seth should become that third man. Monster should push up mid. It's a goal. So yeah guys, do you see how good defensive rotation can give you those opportunities? Do you see that now? I think it's pretty cool, personally. Sometimes that ball gets launched over the other side and you just gotta rotate as smooth as you can because it's situational, and you just gotta rotate. As you can see, these guys use comms. They figured out a good way to get in some good positions and managed to move to offensive rotation and score. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's super helpful to do, trust me, because I've mentioned this multiple times. If you get good defensive rotation, you can clear the ball easier and you can move it to that offensive rotation and score. And why would you not want that? So definitely try rotate back post, and don't always rotate really wide. If you've got to get back in time, if there are two people rotating the same route, if there are two people rotating in the same route, then you don't really want to both rotate like in the exact same next to each other. So one would normally just cut to front post, grab some pads through there. But yeah, if one's like if there's a guy like right up here and there's a person here and you got time, you'd want to rotate through back post to make it as wide as possible, and he'd rotate through back post. But if the ball's like right here, this guy would want to rotate, grab some pads, rotate front and be there faster, and it's still pretty smooth rotation. He's not cutting anyone, and this guy could rotate around. So yeah, if you're in any rank and you don't know this and you want to try break into the next rank, you can just take on this defensive rotation and crush it, especially if you've got a team. This channel is dedicated to helping the community and just giving tips, doing tutorials, replay analyses, and yeah, so if you like this content, if you want more, subscribe, leave a like, tell me you enjoyed it because it means a lot to me. And yeah, this is Boostalytics. See you later.